Hi, everyone. Thank you all for joining us today. I'm really excited to be here to talk about something that we believe is going to bring significant value to your practice, and that is the Gentu Marketplace. I'm going to begin today by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we stand. And for me in Brisbane, that is the Turrbal people and the Yagara people. And I'm also like to pay my respects to elders past, present, and emerging. Now, my name is Niamh Tobin, and I'm the Director of Product Strategy and Design. Also presenting today will be Chris Grist. Chris is the Senior Product Manager leading the teams working on the Gentu Marketplace. Today, I'm going to be taking you through an introduction to what is the Gentu Marketplace, what problems the marketplace will be solving for your practice, and then also how you can get involved. And then at the very end, we're going to have a Q&A. So there is a Q&A box in the session. So if you do have questions that pop up throughout the presentation, please don't hesitate to pop the questions in. We'll do our best to answer them as we go. And then we'll also answer a few at the end live as well. Now, before we dive into the details of the marketplace itself, I just wanted to take a moment to share the outcomes from a recent survey that we did, because they really have been instrumental in shaping our strategy and guiding us towards a marketplace for Gentu. One of the questions that we asked in that survey was, how do you define success? And the responses were really interesting. 30% of you said that patient satisfaction was the key measure of success for your practice. 21% said that you focused on practice efficiency. And another 21% said that happy teams were the most important factor for you. And these a broader trend that we're seeing across the industry, that success is no longer just about delivering care, but it's about delivering care really well, efficiently, effectively, and with the well-being of both the patients and your practice staff at the center of that. We also asked what were your key priorities, and the message was really clear. 65% of you said that the number one thing that you were focused on was making your practice more efficient. You focused on streamlining processes, improving workflows, and maximizing the time and energy you and your staff could dedicate to providing quality care to the patients. When we then dug into, what are the challenges that you're experiencing in achieving that priority, a number of themes emerged, which we can see down the bottom right-hand corner. Many of you spoke about difficulties with staff shortages. You also spoke about time constraints yourselves in having the ability to actually work on improving the processes and the practices across the practice to make it more efficient, and also talked about productivity bottlenecks, many of which were driven by inefficient systems and processes. And this really echoes what we're hearing from a lot of practices, which is that running a practice today means that many of you are navigating a disconnected ecosystem. So you're using multiple tools and systems that don't talk to one another. And this is really leading to inefficiencies and duplicate efforts. So you're spending time on admin work, double handling of data, and that means that you're not getting to focus on the most important thing, which is caring for the patients and how you can improve that patient experience. And at Magentus, we've been really working hard to understand these pain points and address them in a way that helps you to focus on that patient care. Our vision is to deliver better healthcare outcomes through world-class technology. And when we think about healthcare outcomes, we think about it in three distinct ways. One is the patient experience. Second is clinical outcomes. And then the third being a more efficient, effective practice, but also healthcare ecosystem. And this vision has been guiding us for the last number of years as we've built out Gentu. And specifically, what we have been working towards is captured here in the cloud in the middle. And that is that we can provide more modern digital touch points for patients that provides them with a modern experience and also delivers more efficiency to the practice. That we begin to connect up the ecosystem of your tools and make sure that you have the data that you need at the point of care with the patients. And also that we leverage data to support your workflows and improve practice efficiency. This could be through providing you with insights to how the practice is performing, or it could be automation of some of your workflows. So we know that the right technology can have a transformative impact. And we believe that by creating the right infrastructure in the form of a marketplace, we can really help you achieve better health outcomes for your patients. And that really brings me to why we're all here today, which is the launch of the Gentu Marketplace. And it's a really important step in addressing many of the challenges we just spoke about, the inefficiencies, the disconnected tools, and broken or fragmented workflows. For those of you who might not be familiar with the concept of a marketplace, the marketplace is really just a mechanism for connecting you practices with third-party products that are designed to meet your specific needs. So think of it as a one-stop shop, really, for finding the right solutions to the problems that you face within your practice. The marketplace will enable data to flow between Gentu and these third-party product providers through integrations or the infrastructure that we've set up, which is a set of what we call APIs. Now, we're working closely with these partners to ensure that the tools not only just connect up and flow data from Gentu to the partner product, but that they actually enhance the overall workflow of your practice, taking data and delivering it back into the right places within Gentu. So this means that the tools that you'll select from the marketplace will be built to work within the existing processes within Gentu, and that is going to be key to help us reduce those inefficiencies and support a more streamlined way of working across the multitude of tools that you use within the practice. So for example, these are some of the logos of some of the partners that we're going to be working with, but we are partnering with providers of online appointment booking tools, transcription services, and digital consent solutions. And we know that these tools are critical to running an efficient practice, but instead of working in silos and managing multiple tools in your system, you'll now be able to activate an integration from the marketplace that allows the data to flow through to the online appointment system and then back into Gentu as you need it. So our goal is really creating a more connected ecosystem that focuses on that efficiency and productivity gains that you're looking for. Now, I'm going to hand over to Chris, who's going to talk to you in a little bit more detail about the specific problems and partners that we're going to be launching in the marketplace very soon, and then what you can expect to see as well over the coming months.
Thanks for that, Niamh. And I'd like to start with how we prioritize the problems that you asked us to solve. Just give me one moment here as yes, okay, excellent, there we go. So this is a recent survey from hundreds of customers to help us better understand which integrations are most valuable today. You can see that patient forms, digital consent come out quite high, but there's a lot more, and there's a longer tail not on this chart as well. We really want to be driven by our customers' needs, and today our first solutions we're launching with are in medical transcription, but very soon we'll launch a digital consent solution with a partner. We will be following that up with a new set of integration capabilities very soon, which will enable online bookings. The great thing about those capabilities that we're opening up in Gentu for online bookings is they'll also give us what we need to bring on online form solutions, including patient registration, questionnaires, and more. We're also working with partners across most of the rest of these categories and even more to come. So what I'd really like to illustrate here is that while we'll start with one or two use cases today, the approach we're taking here will start to snowball because each of these APIs that we unlock will unlock multiple partner solutions. So you'll start to see more and more solutions and have more and more choice in the marketplace. In turn, that'll also allow us to focus on making Gentu Core better and better at the same time. So that survey was from June, giving us a recent snapshot of demand. We had about 400 responses from customers, 50-50 practitioners and admins, but we look at a lot more to make sure we're solving the right problems. We also look at our historical voice of customer data. So we keep track of thousands of pieces of feedback every time you engage with us. And we do in-depth customer surveys regularly that give us a deeper view of the changing and growing demand from practices as digital health solutions evolve over the years. These help us solve the right problems, but we also do one-on-one interviews in greater depth and trial these solutions with a beta program before we launch them to make sure we're solving those problems right. because we really want to make something that is a good fit for our customers. And on the partner front, so Marketplace is something we've really wanted to start for a long time. And over the years, we've had inquiries from hundreds of health tech companies who want to integrate and provide better solutions to our customers. So we've worked closely with these partners to offer integrations that are going to work well for our users. And we'll be continuing to help our partners optimize their solutions for you by improving those integration capabilities to get right. So where Niamh was talking about those APIs that let us open up more of Gentu, we'll keep improving those to improve how the partners can integrate with us. While it's also a competitive marketplace, it's not open to everyone. So we do want partners with a demonstrated ability to provide a great product and support for our customers. And we also work with partners with a commitment to security. So for example, ensuring no offshoring of data and more. One of the things that we're particularly excited about with the marketplace is to offer our customers choice. So we know that across 55 or more specialties that use Gentu, and even just with different personal preferences within a single practice, people want to do different things and they want to do those things in different ways. And so you'll see with our launch today, one initial use case, but multiple partner solutions. They're both offering quite different solutions and will solve the problem better and in different ways for different users. So as the marketplace continues to grow, expect to see more options available, giving you that power of choice. And so let's take a closer look at the partners we're launching with today and what's coming soon. So this is how the marketplace will appear as we launch. There will actually be a couple more in there that are coming soon, and I'll touch on those shortly. So Meadow Health and Advanced VoiceBox Intelligent Transcription are live and ready to go now, and we'll have 4 more coming soon, and I'll step through those. So of our first 2 that are live, we're also going to talk about 3 transcription options. So the first up is Avant VoiceBox Intelligent Transcription, which is a medical transcription service offered by Avant Practice Solutions. They're available now with the launch of the marketplace. With VoiceBox, users dictate via the smartphone app, which automatically will pull appointments and patient details from Gentu. An Australian-based medical transcription team proofread and format letters for approval. Users can review, edit, and approve correspondence before it's sent electronically. VoiceBox handles delivery of letters to recipients using secure messaging services. And shortly, VoiceBox will also be able to attach the records of those letters back to Gentu in the clinical file. Second, Meadow Health has AI-powered specialist notes and letters. And this is an AI ambient medical transcription service. This is also available right now to pair with Gentu in the marketplace. It operates in the background, transcribing every word exchange during doctor-patient consultations. The AI technology filters out extraneous information, ensuring only relevant details are included in generated documents. The integration will soon be further improved with the ability to automatically create draft outgoing letters in Gentu. So those 2 are ready to go. And the next 4 are all coming soon, and you'll see these as coming soon in the marketplace. So TPro is the 3rd transcription provider. They have a focus on patient safety and practice efficiency. Patient appointments automatically appear in the TPro mobile app, ready for the clinicians to start dictating. TPro will securely return completed letters to the correct patient's clinical record in Gentu. Overall, this provides admin and clinician efficiency as they no longer need to manually manage data, and improves patient safety as it decreases the chance that a dictation or letter could be associated with the wrong patient. TPro is coming soon, but you can register your interest if you'd like to be involved in the beta. Concentic, into another use case category here, Concentic is a digital patient engagement and consent platform. Practices can efficiently share and collect information from patients, covering a range of uses like informed consent, patient registration, clinical questionnaires, post-op check-ins, prems and proms. The platform features a library of clinically validated explanatory content, including informative and easy to understand patient videos and explanations. It has an inbuilt follow-up and workflow management and enables email and SMS delivery for patient communication and care. Signed consents from Concentic will then be automatically attached back to the clinical file in Gentu. So Consentic is also coming soon. You can register interest now from the marketplace. And Health Engine, with Health Engine, we will have our first online bookings integration in Gentu. Patients will be able to book appointments and provide essential information via Health Engine's form solutions 24/7 through your website or Health Engine profile. That real-time availability will help boost conversions and prevent double bookings. And since over 43% of bookings happen after hours, online bookings will keep your practice accessible even when it's closed. Health Engine, again, coming soon. You can register your interest in the marketplace and get involved with testing that one when it becomes available. And finally, the last of our coming soon apps with the launch today is ConsultMed, which is a pioneering Australian health tech company that provides a comprehensive suite of digital solutions for referrals, triage, consent, and advice and guidance. Driven by clinicians, ConsultMed's modular software as a service solutions optimize the patient pathway by streamlining administrative tasks and enhancing communication among healthcare providers. Key features: digital referral management, virtual triage, secure outbound messaging, including reports, and automated workflows. These capabilities are complemented by Consult Pilot AI, which is an intelligent AI-powered assistant designed to simplify document handling and automate paper workflows. And again, ready to register your interest for that one in the marketplace. So just coming back to the snapshot of that graph at the current point, we are excited to be addressing 8 of those top 12 problems with these 6 partners. But as before, there's plenty more to come as we bring on new partners to the marketplace. So now I'd like to talk a bit more about how the marketplace will actually work for you and get into those specifics. And I'll start simply by accessing the marketplace. So the marketplace will start rolling out to practices soon. So hopefully we'll be starting that this afternoon, if not the next couple of days, for our first batch of practices. You'll see the marketplace within Gentu with that icon on the left-hand menu, and you will hopefully see that very soon. When it comes to activating an app, we wanted to make it as simple as possible for practices to enable apps so that practices can easily activate and manage them and so that they have control over data sharing. So enabling and disabling data access for partners and putting you in full control. So the way the activation works is we start with a Gentu user signing up to a third-party app. You'll have an account directly with the third party. So I guess an important point to be clear with the marketplace, you don't subscribe or get billed through Gentu. You have that account directly with the third party, and then the marketplace helps you connect those two together and exchange data. So a Gentu admin user in the marketplace can enable the app and agree to sharing data. And it is just the admin users. I'll touch on that a little bit more in a minute. Gentu will give you a pairing code, which you'd add to the partner app. And then you can now share and receive data between Gentu and the third-party app. The integration's working and away you go. At that point, practice users will also get notified by email when someone activates an app. So here we are in Gentu. You'll find the marketplace icon in the bottom left of the menu. And if I click on that, from here you'll see all of the apps. There'll be a couple more than you can see here now. From here, you'll see the ready to connect apps at the top are all of the new self-serve marketplace apps, but you'll also find all of our existing Gentu integrations below in that other practice essentials section. Today, Avant and Meadow apps are ready to go. Consentic, T-Pro, Health Engine, and ConsultMed are coming soon. If I click into the app, so I've clicked here into VoiceBox, I can see the details. I can click through to the partner website. And so from here, I would reach out to Avant, set up an account for VoiceBox. As always, it's important to review the terms and conditions and privacy policies of any third-party solution. And then when I've got my account, I would click Add to Gentu in the marketplace. I can read and accept the data sharing permissions, so what Gentu will allow the partner to do. And then Gentu will give me a pairing code. That'll be valid for 5 minutes. And then I would take that pairing code I would go into the back end of the app, add that to the partner app. The exact pairing steps will vary with each partner, but there'll be custom instructions for each, and articles in our knowledge base will also step you through it for each of those apps. After pairing, when I come back to Gentu, the app is now active, and in the marketplace, I can see that green active tag, and also, and I'm now sharing my data with the app, so it can get and update specific data in Gentu for that use case. One of the really important parts of putting our practices in control. And so if at any time for any of these apps, I'd like to disconnect and stop sharing data, I can do that directly. I can click remove from Gentu, I can unpair the app. The connection's now disabled and no more data will go back and forth with that partner. So we really thought about the security and privacy of your practice data in how we're giving practices control of sharing data in the marketplace. So one of those points is we only share the specific sets of integration capabilities, so specific pieces of data that match the use case. But an important point is also that only admin users can pair the apps. So it's important to review who holds the admin role in your practice. Sorry, I've got the slides out of order. Sorry, my bad. I've got the slides slightly out of order here. Okay, once the app is connected, once we've got the app connected, what can we do? So the diagram I'm showing here, we've created an appointment in Gentu. For our first release, Gentu enables some common integration patterns that are used by most of those partners we've talked through, which focus on getting appointment and patient data out, as we saw that solved a lot of the biggest problems across a lot of those use cases, and they can then return records back into Gentu. So in these scenarios, your team would create those appointments in Gentu as usual, and then a practitioner may open an app, which are those steps there at the bottom, and view a list of today's appointments and patient details. That might look something like this. So this is a mock-up, what you might see in a third-party app. We've got a list of up-to-date patient and appointment details, and the practitioner or an admin user could then start, say, a transcription letter. They could enroll in a consent program or patient care pathway, or whatever that workflow might be in the third-party app. It makes it really easy to start a workflow in that app without having to copy and paste or worry about manual data entry. And then coming back to our flow, once the app is finished, whatever that workflow is, so again, let's say that's a letter from transcription, or it might be a consent record, it can send that data back to Gentu automatically. Today, it can automatically create an attachment on the patient clinical file. And in a few more weeks, we'll have a capability for partners to be able to create a draft letter in Gentu as well, so that you can edit and send from Gentu. And this was something that came from strong feedback listening to our beta customers, our beta users, that creating an editable draft letter from a transcription provider would be very valuable so that you can pick that up, edit, and send from Gentu. We've prioritized that to make our partner solutions better and solve more of the problem. And we'll see that feature coming out a little bit later, but it's also an example of how we'd like to approach making sure we get these solutions right for our customers and adding capabilities where we need so that we can complete those workflows. So this here illustrates just one use case. As we release more integration capabilities, such as creating online bookings, there'll be more and more options for what partners can automate within Gentu, whether that's getting data out or putting it back in. And then I'll talk a little bit about how you can get involved. So you can, and hopefully starting from this afternoon, you can get involved now. 3 key things to take away. One is reviewing your admin roles, making sure you have the right people in the right roles. I think I missed a slide before, and I'll just add a couple of points to those roles that I didn't touch on there. But what we wanted to say there is we really looked at how we handle the security and privacy of data with giving practices control of sharing data. And so this point here is only admin users can pair the apps. It is important to review who holds those admin roles in the practice. So now's a good time to look at that, who's got that administrator role. But on that, we've also thought about how we can maximize transparency. So whenever an admin in the practice does activate an app, any of the users will get an email so that they're notified and it's transparent that that app has been switched on. So coming back to our kind of key takeaways, reviewing the admin roles. The second there is for any of those apps that are coming soon, you are able to get into the marketplace, click through and register your interest for any of those. There'll be a form. We'll reach out to you as soon as those apps become available. And you might also be able to get in early for some of them if you'd like to test them out, be involved in any of those testing programs. And finally, start activating apps now. So the marketplace will be released as soon as this afternoon, if not in the next day or two, to the first initial group of 250 practices. We've tried to make sure everyone registered for this webinar today is switched on. So if you're listening to this, hopefully you will see that. If not today, check back by Monday. We should have that there. You can get in, start turning on the apps that have launched, Meadow and Advanced VoiceBox Intelligent Transcription, and you'll have access to all of the other new apps as soon as they launch. The marketplace will then progressively roll out to the rest of practices over the coming weeks.
So look, thank you everyone. That was a really great session. Thank you. Huge congratulations to Chris and the team. This is such an important milestone for us in enabling this capability for Gentu practices, because we really do think it's going to be a game changer, allowing you to be able to connect in more products into your workflow. Thank you for joining. Thank you for that great level of engagement and all the questions. That's also really helpful for us to understand, what's on your mind and to have the opportunity to answer those, directly today. So thank you, everyone. Take care. Bye.